The Mother 3 fan translation. This is a free, unofficial translation made entirely by dedicated Mother/Earthbound fans. Please support this series by purchasing official merchandise, including the official translation if one is ever released. This is English version 1.1, made by the translation team at mother3.fabi.net. Welcome back to more Let's Play Mother 3. Last time, we returned to Tazmily and learned most people have left for the big city. After that, we started adventuring up into the mountains to Argilla Pass, where we'll hope to find Ionia. We also found some pretty great items, but we've still got a fair bit to go. So, let's get trekking, shall we? Plus, we also fought, all these bomb enemies. They're kind of annoying and not really all that notable. Occasionally they can attack, but they're more prone to clinging on to you and then exploding if you let them. So while we could waste PP and, bust them up that way, I like just hitting them. It works. Does the job. We also fought the overly negative man last time, and frankly, he's kind of a fan-favorite enemy, I believe, just because he's so goofy. And here, we have a very special new enemy. The Hefty Heads. Much like the Walrus, these enemies have an ultimate weapon for Lucas. Boney sniffed the Hefty Head. Smells like a strange creature. Smells weak against ice and weak against strangeness. So yeah, these guys are definitely worth farming if you want to get the mystical stick. Uh-oh, Lucas and company were hit by the shockwave. Ow. The only bad thing about these guys is they're pretty darn tanky, more so than the Walrus, and they really don't have great weaknesses you can exploit. So, as you can see, just physically attacking them isn't really gonna do it. Still, you're in 2,863 experience points, so it's definitely worth your time to fight them. And as I've talked about and mentioned, we're nearing the end of the chapter. Frankly, now's your best and really only chance to farm Lucas's ultimate weapon. If you don't do it now, you can't do it later. So if I were you, go out of your way to fight the Hefty Heads and make sure you get the awesome stick for Lucas. If you don't, you'll probably be fine. Just, don't come barking at me when the later weapons aren't that good for him. Huh? I have no idea how that was a back attack. Still, Duster at least turned it into an advantage. Ooh, he uses PSI counter alpha. Luckily for us, we have Boney, who can dissipate that shield for us. Boney, if you'd be a dear, use the shield snatcher. Nice. So yeah, regardless of what kind of shield it is, the shield snatcher will do its job, which, thank goodness. Uh-oh. Ow. Yeah, that shockwave is no joke. While we could use PSI and other techniques to fight these guys, it kind of is just more effective to just smack them as hard as we can, as quick as we can. Sure, combos are nice, but this is another song I'm not great at, so I'm not really trying all that hard. Still, the 2,000 experience is really great, and it earns Kumatora a level, and she's now level 56. HP went up by 5, PP went up by 4, offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 2. Very nice. Now, a big reason I did all that farming before is, one, it would make everything we're doing now a lot easier, which it has. It also gets us plenty of new PSI techniques, and frankly, has been really helpful just for fights and stats. But the other thing I mentioned, randomly somewhere in there, is that I wanted to show off all the PSI techniques that I could. Also, there's this back sprite. One of the harder ones to get is from Kumatora. She gets it at level 60, which most players will finish the game probably a little below the level we're currently at, assuming they don't farm black beanlings. So I wanted to make sure we did that, and I've gone out of my way to try to get most of the ultimate weapons, just so that way we can hit 60 somewhat naturally, so I can show off one of her strongest, and probably the strongest PSI technique in the game. Most people usually go the entire playthrough without ever seeing it, and I think it'd be really cool to just to show it off. Also, it's not completely unreasonable to hit level 60 by the end of the game if you know when to farm, what items to get, what enemies to fight, and where certain things are. I feel the game gives you a lot of really great natural points where you can go fight black beanlings in order to gain oodles of EXP, especially once you get to the Chimera Lab and get enemy bufferizers. Farming with them makes it a cinch. You can very easily get several levels, like Lucas, and become level 57. PP went up by 2, offense went up by 1, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 3, speed went up by 1, and Boney gains a level and is now level 57. HP went up by 5. Not phenomenal levels for Boney, but is what it is. The point that I'm trying to make is that the game gives you plenty of opportunities to find the black beanlings naturally. And I think it's really smart design that they have you able to go to the forest, able to check it, and they give you all sorts of things that make it pretty evident and clear that you can get something pretty nice out of beating them. Also, darn, he didn't turn around. Good, he stumbled. Awesome, free turn. But I feel that the game is structured very nicely to where if you don't know about the black beanlings, you can get through it absolutely fine. You might need to stop at some points in the game just to do a little farming. Maybe like in Chapter 2 when Duster is, frankly, pretty darn weak by himself. But past that, once you have everyone like Lucas and Boney, you get PK Love, all sorts of things like that. Also, my goodness, we are so powerful. Getting EXP isn't really as important as it is to play the game properly. I.e. doing combo attacks, using the things available to you, making sure you're using items, upgrading your gear, getting DP. Things like that are going to go a lot longer than just raw stat increases. While they do help, don't get me wrong, trust me, we've seen it and I've made sure you know that they do in fact help, you can get through the game just fine without farming a ton. So, I figured I'd just talk about these things and mention it while we were trying to get Lucas's ultimate weapon. Otherwise, if we don't get it here, I'm gonna cut until I do get it. So, I'll be right back. Ultimate weapon, Duster's level is now 56. HP went up by 4, offense went up by 3. Good job, Duster. Anyways, back to farming. While getting the weapon, Kumatora gained a level and is now level 57. HP went up by 1, PP went up by 2, offense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1. Lucas gained a level and is now level 58. HP went up by 2, PP went up by 2, offense went up by 4, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1. Boney's level's now 58. HP went up by 4, offense went up by 2, speed went up by 1. While trying to get the ultimate weapon for Lucas, Kumatora started to feel feverish. For some reason, Lucas started to feel feverish as well. Kumatora's fever went away, and she learned PK Thunder Omega. Alright, let's take a look at that. So, as you may have guessed, PK Thunder Omega fires 4 Thunderbolts, occasionally causes paralysis, and can't be reflected by any kind of PSI, so pretty darn good. Duster gained a level and is now level 57. HP went up by 6, offense went up by 2, speed went up by 1. Very nice. Lucas's fever went away, and he learned Refresh. Refresh slowly restores all allies' HP each turn. It's basically regen to the whole party. Super useful. Kumatora gained a level and is now level 58. HP went up by 4, PP went up by 3, offense went up by 4. Lucas gained a level and is now level 59. HP went up by 4, PP went up by 4, offense went up by 2, IQ went up by 1, speed went up by 1. Boney's level's now 59. HP went up by 3, offense went up by 3, defense went up by 2, IQ went up by 1, speed went up by 3. Duster gained a level and is now level 58. HP went up by 2, offense went up by 2, defense went up by 1, speed went up by 1. The enemy left behind a present. Inside the present, there was a mystical stick. For reference, this took me almost half an hour of just fighting multiple heavy heads. Still, as we are soon to see, it will definitely be worth it. It's a miracle that this stick is right here, offering 90 offense, as you can see. This thing is incredible. Frankly, at this point, let's use up the beef jerky, and let's hand that over right away. Because look at that. Plus 10 HP, plus 10 PP, plus 28 offense, plus 5 IQ, and 5 speed. It is no contest that this is easily Lucas's ultimate weapon. And man, is he gonna do some absolute damage with this thing. Plus, obviously, while farming the heavy heads, we gained quite a few levels, and that's going to set us up very nicely for Kumatora to learn the ultimate PK technique. We'll see what it is eventually. But yeah, it seriously took me half an hour to get this mystical stick. So if you want it, you're going to have to put in some serious time. And even then, I think I got lucky. With it being, I think it's a 1% chance to drop. It might be 1% or 3%. I'm not totally sure which. Point is, it's rare. Don't worry if you don't get it, but man, is it nice having it. I'm going to go run to a hot spring and save, and I will be right back. Man, I gotta say, it does look good seeing all the mystical weapons on everybody. Mystical stick, mystical glove, and mystical shoes. Man, oh man, is this awesome. Oh, feels great. Hi, Mr. Save Frog.
Do you need something?
We sure do.
Do you need to save your game? Perhaps transfer DP.
Just for kicks. Yeah, fighting the hefty heads gets you a lot of money. We probably won't have to worry about money for the rest of the game now. Which, honestly, I'm totally okay with.
Please be careful out there.
We certainly will. But first, let's save our game, shall we? Because I really don't want to farm again. That took forever.
Please be careful out there. Give my regards to the next frog you meet.
We certainly will. And I mean, to be fair, a 1% drop rate for a super ultra rare ultimate weapon, especially in any kind of JRPG, to be frank, that's really generous. There are some games where I think the chance is 1 in several thousand. I mean, just look at Pokemon with shiny chances. A 1 in 4,000 chance? Ooh, man, is that no fun. Granted, it's awesome if it happens naturally, but you can be like me and go through your entire Pokemon career and have never found a shiny naturally. Anyways, we have a new enemy. A sticky slug. They're not all that notable. I mean, evidently. I didn't even sniff him. Still, they leave behind a saltwater gun. We know what those are good for. So let's see if we can get that front sprite, shall we? There we go. Actually, I didn't think I got the back sprite, so hold up. We'll attack with Lucas, guard with Kumatora, have Duster turn him around, and sniff him with Boney. There we go. Smells like a bug. Smells weak against fire and weak against strangeness. Alright. There you go. There's his back sprite. And yet, Lucas does some insane damage now with the mystical stick. Also, we've gained so much experience, it's kind of insane. Also, oh, slugs. Anyways, we find some presents. There's a couple life noodles and a striped collar. Both items we very much so want. Frankly, sincerity dumplings, while they're good, they're not that great. Still, we could get rid of the clever stick, especially because we have so much money. So I'm just gonna drop that. I don't think there's a reason to hold on to it. We'll grab the striped collar, which is for Boney. Otherwise, saltwater gun, I actually do want to keep that because it is a pretty good item. Frankly, we'll drop the secret herb. There's no reason to really keep a hold of this. Otherwise, we'll give Boney the striped collar, which is absolutely great for him. Thank goodness, too. He's been really needing this. Here you go, buddy. That'll help you out a fair bit. And then we'll grab the life noodles. Very nice. So yeah, excuse me, slugs. We got what we came here for. And I think it's about high time we got out of this cave. So yeah, I've just been farming that hefty head there. I think there are others, but I guess we'll see. He may be the only one. Oh no, there's some others up here. Notably, we're still not strong enough for them to run away from us, but we are strong enough to just plow right through them. So, oh well. And notably, we can't pull up our map here. Still, I think you all recognize this music. And down here, there's a magic tart, but we can't carry any more stuff. So let's make some room. Man, I really am just going to keep this silver dragonfly for the entire game, aren't I? I guess we could just drop the pumice charm. Sure, why not? Like I said, because of all those hefty heads, money is no longer a major object to us. We have enough for a long, long time. I don't know which way to go. I'm thinking this is the right screen. North is definitely a place we want to go, but I think first we need to see what's here. Especially, this is Ionia's place. Still, let's talk to the good old save frog.
Do you need something? We sure do. Do you need to save your game or perhaps transfer DP?
We need to transfer DP. Because we're going to be buying some things. Probably? Anyways, hey there, Mr. Mole Cricket.
We may be tiny, but we're still living beings. We eke out our lives as mole crickets. Business for us is booming now. We mole crickets have found the trick to commercial success. We sell all sorts of wonderful goods that we find lying on stock up on. No one can compete with our low prices. Would you like to take a look?
We sure would. So, let's see what they got. Admittedly, nothing new, actually. Still, we can sell some things. I mean, I know I kind of just threw everything away. Also, what a slap in the face that the mystical stick only sells for 10. I mean, seriously? After all that, sells for 10? Yeesh. Maybe don't go after that if you want money. Same with the mystical gloves, which is, again, slap in the face. And the mystical shoes, which I think kind of shows you that they really are supposed to be the ultimate weapons for everybody, even if there are, quote-unquote, other better items. Also, I'm going to be honest, we really don't need a bomb. They're not all that good anymore. Sprinting bomb. Yeah, all this stuff is pretty good, actually. I guess now that we cleared up some inventory space, let's take a look. So yeah, they got everything else that you've probably had. You could buy more pencil rockets. They're not bad, but we don't really need them.
If you run into any of my fellow mole crickets out there, give them my regards. Twinkle.
We sure will. Anyways, Mr. Save Frog, it turns out I didn't actually need all my money, so we'll just throw it all back. Here you go.
Please be careful out there. Give my regards to the next frog you meet.
We certainly will. Let's go pay Ionia a visit, shall we? Hey, Ionia. Been a bit.
Oh, it's so good to see you again. You finally come. Lucas, you always struck me as a bit of a crybaby, but you've grown so strong. Boney, you came with him all this way? Good boy. Shake. Shake. Oh, you don't know any tricks?
Poor Boney.
Let's see, this slightly plain-looking fellow. What was it again? Oh yes, Duster. I knew your name. I was only teasing, dearie. It's a pleasure to meet you, Duster. I know very well that your fate lies in helping cute little Lucas here. Watora, I've watched you since you were very little. But this is the prettiest you've ever been now. You're absolutely fabulous. Nice gloves, by the way. I know you might say, cut that crap out, but it's the truth. By the by, what's in that jar you have there? It looks easy to drop and easy to roll.
Handed over the jar of yummy pickles.
Oh, fabulous. My absolute favorite, yummy pickles. You brought them all the way here for me? Thank you. These pickles will be the last thing I eat before I vanish. I'm going to really enjoy them. You don't need to say anything. I understand. 5 needles have been pulled now. Aeolia, Doria, Lydia, Phrygia, and Mixie. I mean Mixolydia. They've all disappeared now that the time has come. And now it's my turn. That leaves only my needle in Chupi Chupioi Temple, and the one missing needle. Now, adorable little Lucas, go to Chupi Chupioi Temple. The temple's covered in vines frozen in time. You can't get inside with them as they are. You'll need to sprinkle these waters of time on them.
Got waters of time. Awesome. Thanks, Ionia.
If you're tired, rest here a bit.
Sure. We could use all the rest we can get.
You should probably hurry. The time is now. Go.
And we certainly will. We got a needle to pull. Man, I'll be damned if we get beat this time. Huh? Mr. Saturn?
Polished into shiny sparkle thing. No worries. I get back at you.
Oh, right. The courage badge was none other than a Franklin badge. You got the Franklin badge.
Farewell, farewell.
If anyone here has played Earthbound, you know what that is. It's a very special item. The Franklin badge is a badge that reflects lightning. You may understand why that is so important, especially after our last encounter with the masked man.
In disguise.
So, should we meet him again, that'll definitely give us the edge in battle. Thank goodness, too. We wouldn't want them to get in our way with this last needle. Speak of the devil. Looks like they can't get in. All the better for us. Whoa. That looked like a pretty damn powerful bomb. Yeesh. Looks like even he can't get through. All the better for us. Bring it. The Pigmask Colonel and his cohorts trapped you. Now, here's another actually special enemy. The Pigmask Colonel there, this guy right here in white, he has one of Lucas's ultimate pieces of equipment, specifically the awesome cape, which makes sense. He is wearing a cape after all. While I don't think we'll get it from them, it would be rather nice. Still, if I were you, let's go all out. I think they were weak to freeze, but frankly, I kind of want to spread damage around. So, let's do just that. Boney, give him a sniff. Smells like a person. Smells weak against ice. Ooh, and he has a shield, too. I should have figured. Pigmask Colonel used a PSI shield device. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, there's no way I could have known that was coming. Oh, well. So yeah, they have psychic shields. Still, our techniques are pretty darn powerful. Their technology is no match for our love. Still, they kind of resisted a fair bit. So at this point, let's have everyone go for the other pig masks, and let's have Boney use the shield snatcher on the Colonel. No more shields for you, piggy. Because the other two, the majors, they don't have shields. Other than the PSI shields, obviously. But those won't be too big of a deal. One down. Fired a heavy bazooka. Ooh. Yeah, that's a fair bit of damage. So be careful. Still, they're not all that bad. Ow! Enough with that, will ya? I should really have Lucas heal. Life up Omega? Sounds good to me. Well, looks good to me. Uh-oh. Well, it's good. Still, we earned 9,486 experience points. Pretty good. Well, well, well. Face to face, are we? Lucas's Franklin badge reflected the masked man's lightning right back at him. How do you like a taste of your own medicine? He likes it just fine, because it's boss time against the masked man. And let me tell you, he is not messing around. Do not underestimate him. If I were you, start with offense down. That's really going to help your case here. Otherwise, Boney, give him a sniff. But he didn't smell anything. So yeah, you get no info on him. Still, lowering that offense is going to go miles for you in this fight. Same with raising your defense. I honestly probably should have healed with Lucas, but frankly, I was kind of scared of not buffing up. Massbank swung a sword. Good miss. And fired a beam. Ooh. Yeah, that kind of hurts. Frankly, I'm going to life up Omega right now, and we're going to let Kumatora and Duster continue to lower his stats. And Boney, if you would, use the shield snatcher. No way he doesn't have a shield. Yep. Come on, baby. Decreased by 24. Very nice. Give everyone a nice heal. Just to be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Defense down. Good, good. Keep lowering that. The masked man swung a sword. Good. Fired a beam. Ow! Nothing we can't handle, but still, man, that hurts. Otherwise, let's use defense up Omega. And honestly, I'm going to hit him with another offense down and use the tickle stick. And then Boney, if you could, I guess use the sprinting bomb? Sure. Boom! 91. Yeah, it's kind of not great. Still, may as well use it. We're never going to need them ever again, so, oh well. Get that defense up. I honestly may even take another turn to use defense up, just because this is going to be a tough fight. Yeesh. Luke's shield vanished. Good. And if you notice, he makes musical notes. A little detail you may not have noticed some of the first times. Frankly, let's throw up a counter shield too. And then Kumatora, why don't we start blasting him with PK Freeze Omega? And Duster, see if you can make him cry. I doubt we can, because frankly that helmet looks pretty big, but I guess who knows? Yeah, it didn't work. Didn't figure it would, but worth a shot. 267, not bad. Get that nice counter shield going. Awesome. Used a shield killer. So yeah, he doesn't give a damn if you got shields. He'll just kill him. Uh-oh. Masked Man tried PK Love Gamma. Ow. So yeah, he's got it too. Let's give him a taste of his own medicine, why don't we? Frankly, Duster, if you could, how about giving Lucas a Big City Burger and Boney? I'm gonna have you use the doggy jerky on yourself, just to be safe. Probably should have healed Kumatora, but she'll be fine. Have a taste of your own medicine. 442. Plus an extra 266. Pretty nice. Ow. Yeesh. So yeah, he means business. That much is clear. Still, we should be okay. Maybe let's try PK Thunder Omega? Sure. And then Boney, screw it. Super Bomb. Boom! 274, not bad. 163, not bad. It didn't hit anyone. Didn't hit anyone. So about 300-ish damage. Not the worst, but not phenomenal either, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Use an electric shock attack. Ow! Lucas's Franklin badge reflected the lightning back. So yeah, pretty useful. Otherwise, honestly, let's use a refresh. Show that off. Kumatora, if you could. I mean, the damage potential of Thunder is higher than Freeze, which kinda sucks, but oh well. Otherwise, Boney, I guess just keep attacking. It's really not much for Duster and Boney to do in this fight, unfortunately. It's kinda Lucas's fight, to be frank. Good damage. Nice. Lucas tried refresh. Lucas felt a refreshing sensation. Kumatora felt a refreshing sensation. Duster felt a refreshing sensation. And Boney felt a refreshing sensation. Ow. So yeah, really, his PSI is the biggest thing you want to watch out for. Other than that, you'll probably be fine. Nice. That's a pretty good heal. Yeah, also, his song is really hard to combo, too. So, I'm not really trying. I mean, I'm, of course, trying, but it's not my forte. Also, nice. All 4 bolts hit. Awesome. Nice. Lucas's Franklin badge reflected the lightning. Ow. Ooh. Paralyzed Duster. Let's take an off round and heal up. Yeah, I should just heal everybody. And then Kumatora, if you could. Honestly, I'm just going to have her keep firing Thunder. I probably should heal Duster, but he'll be fine. Even if he can't move, he will still restore HP, which is good. Boom. Bam. Bing. Bang. The masked man is defeated for now. He stopped moving. Awesome. That was a tough fight. Still, we're in 15,474 experience. And Kumatora gains a level and is now level 59. HP went up by 1, PP went up by 3, offense went up by 3, defense went up by 3, IQ went up by 2, speed went up by 1. Ooh. Seems like he's malfunctioning. There he goes. So yeah, pretty tough fight. A pretty darn old temple, it seems, here too. Look at the place. Ancient. These vines are frozen in time. Sprinkle your waters of time on them? Yeah. Huh? How pretty. Then it's not so pretty. Still, gets us in. which we know the last needle that we know of is in here.
Oh, time started flowing again for the vines.
Lucas, let's go inside.
Yes, indeed. So, we finally made it inside. There's the 6th needle. Thank goodness. We won't be beaten to it this time, especially seeing as we trounced the masked man. Now, before we continue and go up and pull the needle, one huge fair warning. When you pull that needle, that is the end of Chapter 7. Make sure anything you wish to do is finished. If you want more experience from the Black Beanlings, if you want more enemy bufferizers, if you want to farm Lucas's mystical stick, Kumatora's mystical gloves, anything that is on Tazmily, in Tazmily, around Tazmily, or anything that pertains to the island, make sure you do it now. Something else I would recommend, make sure Lucas has an open inventory slot. You'll thank me later. So, let's pull the needle.
It was our Mad Gypsy ancestors who sealed away the Dark Dragon. Mad Gypsies have guarded the 7 needles for many generations since. But the needles will be pulled when the time comes, and that time is now. The heart of the person who pulls the needles will be passed on to the Dark Dragon, and then something big will happen, something big enough to recreate the entire world. Lucas, I want you to be the one who awakens the Dark Dragon. To accomplish this, you can't lose or give in, no matter what. Duster, Boney, Princess Kumatora. Without heartfelt help from you, his friends, he cannot accomplish this task. Princess Kumatora, this PSI is so dangerous that I never intended to teach it to you, but I'm going to teach it to you right here, right now. Master this dangerous PSI technique so that you can help Lucas. Are you prepared?
Ouch. That looks like it hurt. But something awoke inside Kumatora. Kumatora realized the power of PK Starstorm, one of her ultimate techniques. It's what really helps set her apart from Lucas. It also helps make her pretty much the premier PSI user offensively. At least, barring PK Love.
That masked man, was he... Oh well, it doesn't matter. Thanks for the pickles earlier. The dog drool was a bit disconcerting, though. Hey, Boney.
Duster?
Lucas, I'm gonna help you from here on out, no matter what happens. I made up my mind just now.
Thanks, pal. Well, pull the needle. Let's do it. Something awoke inside Lucas. Lucas realized the power of PK Love Omega, his ultimate offensive technique.
As I start to disappear, my heart senses an intense disturbance. Locria, the final missing Mad Gypsy, is rapidly nearing the seventh needle. That's what I'm sensing. It's coming from that direction, from a lively, filthy place. Oh, just when I'm about to tell where it is. I'm sorry I'm disappearing now. Before I go, here are final mementos of me. A razor and lipstick. Remember me sometimes, okay?
Received Ionia's memento. This is why it's important you have a free inventory space with Lucas specifically. If you do not, she will not give this to you, and she'll call you a silly goose. So, if you want the sixth memento, which you do, make sure Lucas specifically has an open inventory slot.
Your inventory's full at a time like this? Sheesh, you're such a big dummy. Oh well, too bad. Forget I was about to give you anything. You dumb, silly goose. It's too bad. I didn't get to see how everything turns out, but... Lucas, honey. Little Boney. Adorable Duster. And Princess Kumatora. Whatever happens, make sure you get to see what the final fate of the world is. Oh, Locria is nearing the seventh needle.
Huh? What's that? Big city music? Here? How strange.
Hello, I'm a frog. Shall I record everything that has happened so far?
Absolutely. And so, here we are, at the end of Chapter 7. We did a lot today. We got Lucas's ultimate weapon. We made it through Argilla Pass. We met Ionia, once again. We fought and beat the Masked Man after receiving the Franklin badge. And we pulled our third needle, earning Lucas's ultimate offensive technique. All right after Kumatora learned her offensive technique, PK Starstorm. We've done more than enough today. And next time we play Mother 3, we'll begin the final chapter, Chapter 8. As always, I've been Bread. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.